Hey guys, current energies check-ins for the weekend. We only have Juno in the house, but she's sleeping way over there, so I'm not sure if you're gonna see her. Not even Cosmo's here. I think that cat has finally had enough of this room. Took a minute. No, I don't think so, but I think she's super excited when the door to the back porch is open because there's a screen there. So her and Felix, that's their paradise. If I were to open up this window behind me, it has a screen too, she would be up here. But now the door is cracked open, so she's like, I'm just gonna stay here all day. But she missed a stink bug. I started yelling and running just a minute ago because it was right there. I was putting everything together to start recording here, wires, all of that, and I see something crawling and I'm like, ah, and then I'm like, fuck, a stink bug. So no reason to yell for that. I'm not scared of those unless I don't know what they are and they crawl towards me. And yeah, I decided with a lot of determination and clarity that I need a new bed, new mattress. And that happened because I'm still in pain. Not over last Juno's trick in terms of her sleeping between my legs. She doesn't do that anymore. Well, she did try one night, but then she left. So she gets fixated for periods of times and then she switches. And now she switched. She left me alone. She's probably like, I inflicted more pain on you than I should have. I'm sorry. I gotta go. So she found another spot in the room. But even without her, I woke up crooked and in pain. And while it was getting better last night, I did it again. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I decided, based off of recent events, that I am going to need a new mattress. And one time in my entire life, one time only, I slept on a mattress that I said, oh my God, this is a fucking dream. One time. And it was at a friend's house, an old friend of mine, years ago. And I actually saw her recently and I fucking forgot to ask her what the fuck type of mattress that was, because it felt like a fucking cloud. Like, it just knew me. It recognized me. It knew me. Like, it felt like me and that mattress had a thing. Like, birds of a feather flock together type. Like, I sunk into it perfectly. It had my shape even before I shaped it into me. Like, that I need that in my life. Because, as I was younger, I didn't give a shit. I could fall asleep on this chair right here. I was like, yeah, okay, we're good to go. But, yeah, no. This is starting to feel a lot like, and I don't know when this started for me, like later in life or, no, pretty young. Teenage years towards later in life. Like, if I sleep on an air mattress, like those air mattress types, like if it's a foam thing, I'm good. But if it's a air mattress or if I sleep, I used to sometimes fall asleep in my truck while driving, maybe sometimes even waiting for a load to be ready on my front chairs. I would lay my legs out and just sleep over there. But there's a certain kind of pain that comes with that. Like, it's typical for those situations only. Sleeping in the car on the seats or something, or on an air mattress in my case. It's the same exact pain. And this is starting to feel like, no, I'm lying. It's not like that. But it's not pleasant, man. So I decided I need a new mattress. That's it. And I'm going to go big or go home with that one. And I'm going to go try on some mattresses that know me and accept me for who I am without inflicting pain on me. God damn it. So that's the next task. That's the next mission I have. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Mattress stories. As I said, the only one here is Juno. At the end, you'll see Blue as per usual. Blue is doing fucking amazing, man. He's the best dog ever. I went with him because now I get to go Saturdays at his training place. To just, you know, socialize, interact with other dogs, and we do certain things in there together, and he's fucking amazing. He's going from, I gotta bark at that dog because it exists, and it kind of annoys me even though it's far away from me, which was random. It was not with every dog. I don't know how in his brain he sorted through that, but to, okay, mama, I'm paying attention to you. You give me a treat and I'm yours forever. That dog doesn't bother me anymore. It can exist without my barking at it. So he's doing amazing, you know. And he has a specific type of, like, when he heals, he's got a trot to him. He's so fucking cute. Like, even at the place on Saturday, his trainer was like, "Oh my god, look at that. We got a show dog on it." I'm like, I don't know. He's doing that since he was a puppy. Every time he heals, he's got a certain trot, like a calculated almost. And then he looks at me with those itty bitty eyes, and he's so stinking cute. But anyways, I miss Cosmo. I'm not used to doing readings without her in this room. She's always like, that's her meow. Like exactly like that. Like not a full-on meow. Sorry, Juno. It's not Cosmo, it's Mama. Mama's goofing around. Anyways, I think that's all I have. Dreams this week? I don't remember them. I do not remember them. By now, I should have had the live with K Moon. That was this past Thursday. So if you haven't seen it yet, go to my channel, the main page, press on lives, and you'll find it there. I always love when she's coming in because, you know, she's tackling the astrological aspects of things. Well, I don't know shit about that. I do know, you know, the basics. You know, your blueprint when you were born and your will chart and you know, all the placements and all of that. But I wouldn't know. When you take me a little deeper, I'm lost. I'm like, okay, you got this. So check that out if you haven't. Things are popping, man. I'm feeling it. Things are popping. Things are changing a lot. Things are running a lot in the energies. For me personally, hopefully for everybody out there, because, man, it's been a tough motherfucking 2 years. In the sense of things have been moving so slow that it's freaking nice to get back on track with, you know, things moving a little faster. Speaking of things moving, what the hell is that cloud? Do we have rain today? I guess we shall see. But anyways, current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, whatever you got going on, where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will only work properly once the premiere of this video is done. And the video uploads to YouTube as just a video. Roles can be reversed, and that's it for that. But it just dawned on me. We're getting fairly close to the 7-year anniversary of this. So, somewhere around that date, which is going to be June 7th, we're going to have a live. Either before or after, depending on what other things are popping. But we're going to have a live as per usual, a long live in which you guys can come in and we can chat for a little bit. You can play your instruments, just like the other live, if you have any or if you want to. I'll probably make a fire again, depending on what the hell is going on at that time. But I'll still, even if I don't do it like right around that date, I will still celebrate it somehow with you guys. So maybe at a later time, again, depending on what's going on behind the scenes here. But yeah, I think we're good to go. Earth signs, Capricorn. She's not even coming to the door. Like, that's insulting almost. She's not even... She knows what I'm doing here. I don't know, man. I miss her. I'm not used to doing readings without her silly head looking out the window here at squirrels. The truth of the matter is squirrels have been disappointing today, so maybe that's why. But chipmunks are running all over there, so maybe that's why she's sitting there. I don't know. I don't know. I do miss my girl, though. On your side, you get the Two of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. You seem a little bit stuck, like you're working on something and then you keep on working on it and everything's great, everything's good, and then at some point it's like you seem stuck, or you seem upset about something, or you seem like, you know, the flow of this working out has been disrupted somehow. And it upsets you and it keeps you a little stuck in your head too. And yeah, I think it's temporary. I don't think you'll stay stuck here, you know, but still, it doesn't feel great. But the energy attached to you, the Six of Swords, the World card, the Hierophant, well, that could be the problem. Because you're working with an energy that's kind of wrapping things up. So it's like, okay, well, I've been working on something, counting on this energy, and everything's been running smooth, but now I can't count on this energy anymore, so something is disrupted here. What do? Do I gotta look for another energy to replace this energy, or do I keep going on my own without the help of this energy? Whatever energy this is. This could be a person, this could be an object. I don't fucking know. But the time of this energy for whatever this is kind of done. It's closing off here. For the connection, the Strength card, the Temperance card, the Five of Wands. Yeah, no, this hasn't worked out for a while, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the cycle being closed on this side, this energy side, but then I've seen it coming to a close for a while, and now in the connection it looks like things have been quite challenging for a while because this energy was kind of making its way out, you know, so it hasn't worked out in the best way here anyway. But let's see what the universe has. The Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're done. You're done here. You may not know it yet, or maybe you do, but like it shows up as one of those situations in which, you know, it worked out for however long it worked out, and now it's just not working out anymore. So it's a done deal. So if it's not shown up that clear quite yet, it will soon enough, as you're done here. But that's it. You're done. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty, moving on to Taurus. On your side, you get the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Super smooth energy here. You're definitely opening up to something or someone. You're super psyched about it, super excited, and you look like I know what I'm doing. You know, I got this. Like, I have clarity. I'm good. I'm in a good place. I want to do this. Okay. Cool. Holy crap. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Moon. Well, this energy is quite at the opposite spectrum, so I don't really understand how this goes. Because your energy is up and up and up, and it's like, let's do this. And this energy shows up on the surface as if, okay, yeah, I'm with you here. Energetically speaking, no, they're not. No, they're not at all. So I don't think you're on the same page here. Or is this someone you're kind of dragging with? Like, hey, I want to go see a movie and I'm so excited about it. I can't wait. Do you want to go? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. And your excitement just takes over and doesn't really realize that this energy is not into that movie. I don't know. Could be that too. But if it's the opposite of what you're excited about, just know that it's not. They're not on the same page there. For the connection, the King of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Fool. I get the sense that this is something, a situation that you're embarking with someone, and your level of excitement just takes over everything. Where I don't think you're seeing how there's no level of excitement on this other side. I think it's one of those, oh my God, everything feels amazing here and everything's awesome and everything. And while that's an awesome energy to carry, it almost makes you look oblivious to what's going on here. Because it's like, yeah, everything's great for you. But if this is a situation that involves another energy at least, where are they at? And don't tell me, I don't care. As long as I'm having fun, I don't care. No, because I think you do care. But I think you're so overwhelmingly excited that you might miss it here. That, hey, did you ask them? You know, are they in the same boat? Because you seem to be on the fucking Titanic, and they seem to be on the little, what do you call them? The lifeboat thing, you know, and in the excitement over this. Not saying they don't give a shit about this at all, but they don't seem to carry your level of enthusiasm here. From the universe for you, as a final advice, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands. Yeah. While it may look and feel that you're on the same pages, you're actually not. So the sooner you figure that one out, the better, because otherwise this is just going to turn into conflict somehow, you know. It's just not gonna. I mean, you're operating towards the same goal under completely opposite energies here, so yeah. Okay. That's it. Moving on to Virgo. On your side, you get the Four of Cups, the Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles. You're upset about something, but at the same time, you're kind of letting things play out as well. So whatever's going on here, especially around your stability, because there's something there, it definitely upsets you, but you're trying not to interfere with the flow of things much. So you're trying not to come from this place of, oh, I'm upset, so I'm going to fuck this shit up just because I'm upset. No. If anything, you're allowing for things to play out in the way that they need to. While on the side of that, you're definitely upset. The energy attached to you, the Emperor, the Three of Cups, the King of Swords. Oh my God. I almost said, who's this cocky motherfucker? No, they definitely carry an energy of strength, clarity, like if you have anything that needs to get done, oh, they'll get shit done, you know? And they're attached to you from a heart perspective. Like there's love there. At least as far as they're concerned, there's definitely love there. For the connection, the World card, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so a cycle is coming to a close, and there seems to be, in the physical, there seems to be some sort of separation. I'm not seeing that energetically, but in the physical, there seems to be some sort of separation here between potentially your energy and theirs. So there's a sense of independence on each. So that means, okay, but then energetically, okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. Yeah, there's some changes here between you and somebody within this dynamic you carry. You're kind of in the swirl of energies that are shifting and changing. So there's definitely some changes at play. That some of them, obviously, you show up as being upset about, so you may not like much. Some of them you might like, but right now you seem to be upset. So, but that's it. Moving on to Aries, fire signs Aries. Did it just get very, very dark here? Because I told you there was a cloud. But like, man. Anyways. Let's see, Aries. On your side, you get the Fool, the 2 of Wands, the Magician. Okay, so you're manifesting something, and I feel like you... I feel like you are aligning with your manifestation, but at the same time, it feels like not right now, though. There's a sense of hold. There's a sense of, you know, waiting for the right time, waiting for the right move or something like that. But you know when that is. So you'll know when that is. But right now, no, not a lot is happening, actually. There's a lot of hold here. Freeze, you know. But from an energetic standpoint, yeah, you're kind of pushing yourself in your own manifestation here. So you're definitely going in that direction. It's just not happening for now. The energy attached to you, the Hangman, the World card, the Ace of Wands. Okay, whoever this is also at a standstill. They're going through an ending of a cycle. So that would be as much as can possibly happen for them at this moment in time, where energies are working in such way on their end where a cycle is being closed. But that's about it. You know, they don't have any other movement either, so there's definitely a sense of pause, a break. Not a lot is happening here. From the for the connection, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. It almost feels like if you were kind of doing something in the same room, at some point you're like, okay, you go in that corner, I'll go in that corner. Take 5, I'll take 5, and then we'll meet back here where we're done. So it almost feels like you're kind of concerned with your own journey, yourself, while they're concerned with themselves, but you're still connected. So it's not like I don't feel a sense of separation necessarily. I just see a very strong sense of self-love on both ends individually. Kind of happening at the same time, which is interesting because usually it doesn't. But so you might go inward a lot. Maybe that's why not a lot is happening on the surface. And they're definitely inward. So let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. You're showing up as a little bit like a brat. Like, okay, I know I gotta do this inner work and all, but like, I'm bored. Can we do something else? Can we do something? So while you have to stand still and you feel it from within you, this invitation of, hey, just chill. You're like, I gotta go find a new toy. I gotta do something. Like, you can't stand still here. But the energy of standing still and, you know, giving that to yourself for now is definitely strong, and it's you would feel it for sure. And despite that, you're like, can't stand still. I gotta go. Can I go now? Can we play with something else? I'm tired of this game. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I think you'll still, at some point, stand still, because the energy is too strong for you to not, as much as you're going to try to go play with something else. But, moving on to Leo. Where's Juno going? I swear to God, if she's going to go to the window to want to go out. I think there's a chipmunk there outside of the window. If she leaves me too, then I'm done. I quit. Abandonment issues at their finest. On your side, you get the Strength card, the Justice card, the Judgment card. Holy shit. What do you got going on? You're in the middle of a process of stepping into your power, like, big time. And through that, at this moment in time, your energy feels quite steady, quite stable. So that's good, because usually this is a pretty tricky process. Okay. You go, Leo. The energy that is attached to you, the Three of Wands, the Sun, the Three of Pentacles. This gives me the feeling of I've been waiting for you, or maybe they've been waiting for you to step into your power. I don't know. Because there's a sense of I'm waiting for you, or I've been waiting for you. And that's all they're giving me. But I think given that the Sun is there, that's kind of what this signifies, a sense of, you know, finally you're there, you know, kind of a sense of encouragement, a sense of I've been waiting for you to do this for yourself, you know. But for the connection, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Hermit. Interesting. As much as they want to see you in your power and all of that, I feel like whatever the hell is going on, because I don't know how this is all going to play out on the surface, but it's gonna somehow. But as much as from a soul perspective, they're definitely rooting for you here. Mentally, they're quite confused and quite upset and quite what the fuck. Who do you think you are, stepping in your power like that? You know what I mean? Interesting. So it plays out opposite ways here, from a mental perspective and then from a soul perspective. Okay. So as a soul, whoever this is super happy for you. As a person, they're upset by it. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups. You're very determined here. You're definitely stepping more and more away from something here. And you're very determined. Like, you're not going to stop until you consider, okay, this is the right distance for me to have stepped away from this completely. And you're not in a rush. You're just kind of taking it one day at a time. You know, this process of leaving something behind you, it's going to go for however long it's going to go. So, okay. So that's it. What the hell is Juno doing, man? She went from her chair to that side of the room, and she's looking out the window, I think. But in front of the window where she's looking, there's a fucking cabinet, so she wouldn't see shit unless the chipmunk is in between the cabinet and okay. Moving on to Sagittarius. Thought I saw something at the corner of my eye, and I'm like, but being used to so many animals in the room, it's not a big deal. I always see something in the corner of my eye. The problem is there's just one animal in the room, and it's Juno, and she's right there. And I can't turn flexibly enough because I didn't achieve my quest of getting a new mattress. So now I'm in pain again. So what the fuck did I see in there? Was there a squirrel? And I gotta check. Anyways, on your side you get, oh, so much earth in your energy. You get the 8 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles. Man, you're driven here. You're driven. You're like, I'm working on something. I'm like, okay, on what? None of your business. I'm working on something. And when I'm done with it, I'll let you know. But just so you know, it's, you know, something good. And it's for me and my own stability. So all good here. You're very driven in that direction of whatever it is that you're working on has to do with your stability. But that's all you can focus on at this moment in time, by the looks of it. The energy attached to you, the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Huh? Okay. I don't understand, because then comes this energy and says they don't like something. What the hell don't they like? The fact that you're driven and you're focused on your own thing there or something? Because, yeah, there's almost like a begging for attention type of an energy here. Like, I really don't like you right now. Ew. I'm like, what the? Why don't you like Sag? What did they do? Because they're not paying attention to me. Oh, okay. So it's about you then. Yeah, there's a little bit of, I don't know. I think it's going to be a petty energy that, again, you're focused on something, and then they're going to bring something up that makes it look like, oh, you're not paying attention to them or something. But it's a little bit petty, a little bit like, the fuck. Anyways, for the connection, the 7 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, if there's an interaction here of some sort, it definitely is coming in with something to learn from it, or something like that. But whoever this is not looking at it from that perspective. They're just looking at it from the perspective of being petty about it, and that's it. And then if there's, at some point in time down the road, an opportunity to take accountability for their crap, they're not going to do it. They're like, nope, I'm right. You're just not paying attention to me. And that's that. So, who is this? Get them out. No. No, I don't know. It's just a, you know. They're not respectful of your time and space that you're giving to yourself right now. If that's all you want to focus on right now, why shouldn't you? You know? I don't know. But, from the universe for you, the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. Oh, so this is a commitment. Okay. This is a commitment, and quite a nice one at that sometimes. But I feel like you're taking some time for you. Whatever it is that you're doing with it is going to be your business, and they keep on not liking that or something, and it reflects in their behavior. And the problem with that is that, okay, that could happen. Okay, we're all human. We make all sorts of choices. But at some point, where's the accountability? Where's the, hey, you know, maybe I didn't approach this in the right way or in the healthy way. There is none of that. So that's where my issue is. Because other than that, I do see quite a commitment here, you know. So maybe it's a slip up on there. Hopefully. But that's it. Moving on to air signs, Libra. Just when I was about to say that Juno got fixated on that spot, she turned. Are you gonna come say hi, baby girl? Because you're the only one. No, don't go to the door. Don't leave me. Yeah, look at the door, but walk past it. Come to mama. She's gonna want to go. She's gonna want to leave me. You guys are playing off of my abandonment issues, huh? Don't leave. She's coming. She looked me right in the eye. And she's coming, baby girl. But I don't have the position for you. Okay, you don't give a shit. Anyways. On your side, you get the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Wands. Ooh, it's hard to get yourself doing something that you're even passionate about. But I don't know what's going on in your environment that it feels like, you know, like it's hard. Or it's just not going to happen right now. You know, whatever this is. So, again, something you're super passionate about. You can't wait to go ahead and do whatever this is. But there's a break here because right now things are tough. So it's like, no, I can't do it right now. But I will, you know. Okay. The energy attached to you, the 6 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Wands. What is this restrictive type of an energy, even on their side? They're almost looking like, well, I'm going to go ahead and do whatever I feel is nice. And yeah, I'm going to go have fun. But there's still a restriction to it. For the connection, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the King of Swords. Okay, so somebody's coming up here and saying, hey, we got bigger shit to deal with. Because the way the energies look, it's almost like about deciding maybe you want to go on a vacation, right? And it's somewhere where you know you love it and you know exactly what you're going to do there. You have it all planned out and it's like, oh my God, it's so exciting. I can't wait. But it's not happening. And then they're coming in saying, no, we can make it happen. And if you're not going, then I'm going, type of a deal. But because there's restriction on their end, I don't think they're going either. And then in the connection, there seems to be so much stress over just life in general that it's like, okay, we need to get our shit together here. Like, we need to work with realistically what we have. We can't just fantasize about vacations or whatever, you know? So that's kind of the discrepancy in energies I'm seeing. On a personal level, on an individual level, both of you are excited about something. You're definitely not jumping into that something because right now, things feel heavy. They might be tempted to jump. They might even, you know, jump with one foot. But then they restrict themselves also. And then within the commitment, I see a lot of stress about, I don't know, serious shit, apparently. Like, things are serious here. We can't just have fun. Or something like that. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the King of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Cups. Yeah, no, somebody's trying to kind of level things out, kind of bring some sort of order into a situation that looks a little bit complicated. So that's why the energy looks so strict, and I kind of get the sense that that's you. The one that's, you know, again, trying to bring some order into a situation because things look a little messy. So before you can think of anything that you're passionate about, or first you got to place order on things. You know, the problem is you don't know how to do it. You want to do that, but it's like, well, okay, how do we do that? I don't know. Okay, I think you'll figure it out as long as you have the determination and the intention. I think you'll figure it out eventually, if indeed something is that messy that it's kind of taken away from even thinking about having fun or doing something fun. But anyways, moving on to Aquarius. She's at the door, but there's also a bowl of food for the cats over there on the desk right by the door, so she's kind of looking in that direction. So maybe the food will tempt her, because if not, it will tempt Blue. he's developed a habit, which is not bad. Look, he doesn't have bad habits. Few, luckily, for, you know, a dog. Like he's not chewing on my shoes. Yeah, he takes my socks, but he doesn't really do anything. So he just takes them to take them. It's like, I did my job as a dog. I stole your socks. Okay, are you doing anything? No. No shoes, no nothing. He doesn't beg for food. I taught him not to do that, and, you know, he's not, no. But when we were vacationing and my mom was unavailable for a couple of days because my friends came over to feed the cats and Blue and all of that, I told them to leave the cat's plates on either this desk or that desk over there. The problem is, then my friends left and Blue was like, food. And, you know, I gotta give him that. So he developed a little bit of a habit when it's placed on these lower tables, he would potentially try. But Blue, enough, Baba. You okay? You okay? You're fine. Don't go there. I know why you're going there. But I promise you, you won't find anything. Bloopty, come here. Come here. Don't you look at me that way. Good job, Baba. Sit. The yawn. On your side, you get the 5 of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Oy. Hold on, let me see what we got here. Alright. You're having a hard time letting some shit go, which interferes with this dynamic at this moment in time. So something may have happened in the past, and as much as you are trying to show up for the present, or have been trying to show up for something, you know, maybe you're trying to restore something here with someone, you're looking to have a hard time letting go of some shit from the past. So that may interfere with trying to restore something here. The energy attached to you, the Hermit, the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they're showing up more balanced and clear in their energy, more present with what is rather than hanging on to past energies. So they're here for it. You're not, even though your intention is to be. For the connection, the Wheel of Fortune, the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the typical fear of, well, what if it happens again? What if whatever happened there happens again? Well, if you live through that fear in this experience, then you're recreating that reality over and over again. So even if it doesn't happen, in your perception, it is. It's already a done deal if you keep on saying that. What if it happens? What if that's what you attract? Then it's going to happen. Even if it's not happening, you'll see it happening. Because in your fears, in your feelings, it's like it already happened all over again, over and over and over and over again. So that's just a fear that you're kind of having a hard time letting go of something that happened, that it might happen again. And that's not allowing you to be present and fully open to something new here, you know? Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Work in progress. Okay. So, because you're telling me, look, I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. It's very painful, very hard, but I'm still working on it, and I'm committed to working on it. Good. Good. In your... on the surface, you're almost showing up a little ahead of where you're at, really, in your energy. So it's like if you're saying I'm still working on it internally and you're admitting to that it's a work in progress and you're still working on it, on the surface you show up almost like, done. I'm healed. Let's go. I'm right here. I've healed everything. No, and you know that's not true because there is this sense of work in progress. You're still working on it. So stop racing with yourself there. Trying to win a race against yourself. It's a process. But anyways, moving on to Gemini. Where did Juno go now? She's in the little house. She finds the weirdest places where we have all sorts of little houses, little things, little holes for them, for the cats. But they never really use them until they do. And it's so fucking random when they do. Because you look for them in the whole fucking house and you're not going to think, oh, she's in that little hole of that, whatever. It's like, oh. But now I see the house with the balloon outside of it, and it's probably Juno's ass or head. Okay. Oh. Anyways, Gemini, right? Gemini. Let's see what you got. On your side, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Empress. Okay. Things are looking awesome here. Your energy looks super balanced. You're keeping close to home in the sense of your focus could be, again, around home, family, especially. Maybe work a little bit, but I see this more towards home. But you're feeling good. You're feeling like, you know, energized almost in this energy. Cool. The energy attached to you, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands. So, hold on. Because this energy is, okay. I mean, this energy looks separated from you, but at the same time, they're extending that energy towards you. So it's like they're doing their own thing, but then they might give you a call of, hey, you want to hang out? You want to chat a little bit? Or you want, because there's definitely an invitation for energy exchange here. As they're doing their own thing. Okay, that's not bad. For the connection, the Star, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Yeah, there's a desire for love here on both ends. But I don't think that's what this is playing from. I don't... Oof. Oh, is it then something that might just start? Maybe it's a first type of... or first types of energy exchanges here or something, because the desire is love. The ultimate desire here is love, but I don't see it playing out right now. So it almost looks like a first date or something. Maybe it is. I don't know. But okay. Or maybe there is love here holding you together already, but you're kind of doing your own thing. Like, okay, I'm busy this weekend doing house things. I'm cleaning up the house. And this other energy is like, I will go have fun in the park. People have fun in the park. I don't fucking know. Yeah, you could have fun in the park. Why the fuck not? Anyways, from the universe, you get the Fool, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords. Yeah, no, I think this is something that's kind of just starting to... It's not necessarily romantic, though. It could be a friendship that's trying to come together, but it's the initial steps, because it's like, okay, I want to do this and I want to say this, but I don't want to cross any boundaries, you know. So there's that sense of, I want to open up to this, but I don't want to, you know, infringe on their business too much. So I think something's coming together here nicely between you and another energy, which again doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. But it's nice, you know. Cool. Really cool. Moving on to, stay right there, water signs, don't be watery. Alrighty, moving on to water signs, Pisces. Where are my birds at? I just filled up the feeder again. And nothing? Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys. Ooh, it broke my heart instantly. So I was on my couch yesterday, and kind of working on my laptop there, so kind of laid down, and then Blue was by my side here watching out the window, and I see him kind of paying attention to something, but I'm like, that's not human, that's not dog that he's looking at, because, you know, his behavior is different. But I see him kind of, you know, following with his eyes something, and I look, and I see a little bunny, and it's like, hop, 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 hop. I see the bunny crossing the street. I see the car coming, and I'm like, no, like a freaking movie type of, I'm like, no, run, bunny, run. I see the bunny flipping, like he wasn't squished, like he wasn't ran over, like squished type, but he was rolled. So I didn't know the extent of, I'm like, he's dead, like there's no way, no. But then by the time I looked back to see where he was at, I couldn't see him on the street, and I'm like, what? Because I closed my eyes, I couldn't see the whole thing, because I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. Like I'm seeing that, but I don't want to see it. And then I see him by the side of my front yard, so he managed to hop, and I kept my eyes on him to see if he's actually injured, and I see him hopping, like a little shaken, but he was looking right into my eyes because I'm like, you stay with me here, buddy. And then I could see him hopping. I couldn't tell if it was hopping on just one leg or both. It was hard to tell because of the grass. But fingers crossed that, you know, it was just a rolling over and a little scare. But man, that was, I'm like, I didn't plan to see that today. Like, I really, and I understand fucking cycle of life and all that, but I don't want to see it sometimes. Anyways, on your side you get the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. I think you're thinking about something, like you really, really want to do something, but you're not. Or you don't want to do something, but you are. It's hard to tell. It's so mixed up in there that there's a thin line that it's like, where are you pulling from? No, I think you're doing something without the emotional investment, just because you have to, or because, you know, so there's this energy of, I'm here, but I don't want to be here. You know, I'm doing this, but I don't want to do this. So I think you're thinking about that aspect of whatever the hell this is. So your involvement in something that's completely lacking emotionally and energetically and whatever, you're just there physical. You're just showing up for it. But like when it comes to, do you care for this at all? You would be like, nope. So I think you're kind of pondering here, kind of thinking about that at this moment in time. Like, should I still show up? Or anyways, for the energy that's attached to you, the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card. You're working with a pretty... at this moment in time, at least, a pretty unreliable energy, in the sense of, I think they gave you this scenario to begin with, and then they flipped it into the opposite of this scenario. So if they agreed with something 100%, and it was like, oh, okay, I can count on you here, they flipped completely. I was like, nope, I'm done. Okay. For the connection, the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups. The energy of moving on is very, very strong here for you. And I think that's probably what you're thinking about. Because whatever it is that you're involved in here, again, you don't want to be here anyway. This energy keeps on flipping on you. Ultimately, why the hell are you here when, especially, the energy of moving on lands very strong right now? You know, so yeah, I think you're considering your options here, in all honesty. But let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Wands. It's hard. You're giving me a sense of, that would be the obvious, where I have to, slowly but surely make my way out of this, but it's hard. It's very, very hard. And it is hard. Make sure you're not making it even harder than it needs to be, because sometimes we do that. The process itself might be hard in its own, but like sometimes we tend to complicate things more than they need to be. Because when you say it's hard, I also see you standing in your own way, while you say, I need to go. And then I see you placed in your own way. So, again, not saying it's not hard, because it is, it probably is. But don't make it harder than it needs to be. Alrighty. That's it. Moving on to Scorpio. Three squirrels. Are those babies? Two of them? Yeah, two of them look like they're little babies. Or the three of them? All of them? Fucking contacts. Stay right in there. Birds are here. We're back in business. I can't tell. I mean, they're definitely goofing around, but like, I'm trying to figure out if those are baby squirrels. And oh, I saw a squirrel also carrying her little baby. I don't know where she was taking him, but she was moving it. Anyways, on your side, you get the Six of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Oh, you're definitely making it hard. Hard on yourself here to do something. Your energy is wanting to get away from something, move away from something. And you're defiantly going against that. You're like, so you're very much aware that you need to leave a situation. You're like, no, I will never. Even though you know that you need to. No. So it comes through as deceptive. Because at least when you don't know, you don't feel that urge to do something or to, at least you don't know. You'll figure it out. But you know you gotta go. And then you're like, no. Okay. We know that's stubbornness. On your side, on the energy that's responding to this, they get the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Swords. So what are you sticking around? They moved on. They left. What are you sticking around for? Their energy is no longer there. The space you shared there, they're not there. So what are you sticking around for? Well, maybe they'll come back. Oh, okay. For the connection, the Two of Swords, the Chariot, the Strength card. The universe is trying to put it mildly here. Like you're confused. You're confused, and you keep yourself stuck because of your own stubbornness. So water signs, you keep on going against yourselves this weekend, big time. And you are the one with the fixed energy to you, so that's gonna be a pain. But you're just too much in your head. You're just complicating things. But realistically speaking, I'm looking at the energies, and your energy keeps on keeping you stuck in a situation that is no longer even available. It's no longer even there, because this energy that was part of the situation is no longer here. Their energy has moved on. Probably even physically they're out. You're like, well, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Who are you gonna harm through that? Probably you, because they don't even know what you're doing. But anyways, let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Death card, the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're in the rejection mode all the way. You're like, no. Anything that came through from whatever this is, you would say no to it, just cause. You're like, no. So you're in full-on fixed Scorpio mode right now, which you know how that goes. You know the end result of that. I don't need to tell you. You know, if they would come here with the peace offering and a candy, you would be like, no. Like, okay, dude, but you know, I don't care. No. Okay. They're not talking to you when you're in that mode, because you're probably gonna say it even to me. No. Okay, but yes. But anyways. Okay, so you're stubborn. And you're pretty stuck in your head about a situation. Like it's something about it just doesn't make sense to you at this moment in time. And it's okay, you'll unstuck yourself. You'll come out of the stubbornness, you'll be good. But not right now. Right now you're in no mode. Anyways, moving on to Cancer. Look at her in the little house. I can see the house moving. They're so stinking cute. She goes in the house. Sometimes Cosmo, I think, goes in the little house. There's 2 little houses and 2 crates that are open to them, because I'm leaving them open for them to get accustomed to them in case of fast situations of we need to go. They get used to them and we need to go. But I leave them around open, and Kai is obsessed about that crate. Felix has been obsessed about sleeping on that crate, the new one, but since it's been there last, Felix is the worst with the crates. Whenever I pick one of them up, he just runs and hides in the closet upstairs. Anyways, Cancer, on your side you get 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Swords. I'm telling you, water signs are they're against everything. Not against everything, but against stuff. There's an ending that wants to come to fruition, and it needs your involvement or participation to be able to be completed. And you're like, I know, but I'm not doing it. I'm not, not right now. Later. Like, you know, all it needs to complete is something you would have to do or say, and you're like, not me. No. But I know it's on me, but no. Okay. You at least don't have the stubbornness of Scorpio. So you might be flexible at some point. But the energy attached to you, the King of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Well, this energy seems... I don't know what's up with them. I can't tell, because I can't call them... Initially, it felt like they seemed extremely nice or something, like overly nice, but it's not that. What is it? They're confident. They're confident about something, though. And that's what makes them look almost cocky. But it's something that has to do with this partnership. But it makes them look cocky, but they're not. That's, oh, okay. There's something tricky in that energy there. But it's not tricky in a bad way. It's in the way it's perceived. It's tricky. You know, in all honesty, from an energetic perspective, it almost feels like they're for this partnership. So it's not like they're trying to do something here nasty. They're just perceived as being too confident or too cocky or something. For the connection, the 6 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely a new chapter that wants to come in here for whatever the hell is going on here. So energetically speaking, you're already, both of you have stepped in a new chapter, a new cycle for whatever this wants to be moving forward. So with the little resistance here, with the little too confident here, it's looking like you're kind of putting stuff along the way that's, I don't know how helpful it is, just little bumps along the way. bumps in the road. But let me see what the universe has. The Fool, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, energetically speaking, both of you seem ready and embracing the new chapter that you've already stepped in. Again, energetically speaking. Physically speaking, you're going to be humans about it. You're going to be like, fuck no, this is hard, change is hard, da-da-da, so let's make it challenging. Because why not? So again, energetically speaking, super open. You're right there with it. Physically or mentally speaking, let's make it hard. Okay, it's not super hard, but it is harder than it should be because this shouldn't even be hard. You know, there's a kind of a natural flow to this energy, but anyways, that's it. That's what we have for today. And I'm gonna go get Bloopty Bloop so that he can say hi and bye. And Cosmo has not given any kinds of signs of interest, which is very, very upsetting because I missed that little. Hold on, I'll get Blue. Let's go. Up you go. Not from there. From here. Look at how much room you have. Oh, my neck. Oh, shit. Hold on, Bubba. Oh. Okay. Okay, baby boy. Okay. You guys remember Oscar? He was the size of his head. It was so easy lifting him up, and that's about it. And then this guy comes in. Boop-de boop. Boop-de boop. Boop-de boop-de boop. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby boy? What are you doing? What are you doing? But I love the fact that I can do this. He's like, what is that? What's the name of that? Plastilina. Oh, man. I love my little bear. My tiny little bear. Yeah, Bubba. Oh, we were, Saturday when we were at the training thing, one of the bears, the girl bear, was there too. And we had this exercise. We needed to walk. Well, I needed to walk Blue, and a couple of us needed to walk our dogs. And other dogs were just... Come on, Bubba. Step right on there. Other dogs were just kind of staying put while we were walking them, and I had to walk him in front of the bear girl. And, oh, he sees a squirrel. Oh, there's doves. And when we were getting there, my neighbor had her, and I was like, good boy, Blue, good boy. She barks at you every day. I was throwing punches. I'm like, she barks at you every day. Yeah, good boy. Not minding her. And my neighbor was laughing. I love my neighbors. They're so cool people. They're older, the bear people. And she found an animal sanctuary. And she's like, if you want to go, I'll go with you. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Because she heard me talking about my plans of getting some acreage, getting some animals outside. But anyways, cool. Fun times. And now he's having fun times because he just discovered that there's squirrels to be seen from there. Bubba, you look like you've never been up on this bench before. Look at it. Squirrel, chipmunk. Why do you think the cats are here every day, Bubba? Because they like me? I like to think so, but I don't, realistically, I don't think that's the reason. There's doves here. I think they like me 5 minutes out of a day, but, you know, that's about it, because then there's stuff going on here. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys. And I will see you next time.